What's going on, MFs? Welcome back to the Snake Pit. This is episode 130. I did this one with Holly Harper. And first and foremost, we talked about harperfest, which is kind of a benefit to support and improve mental health for those in the service industry. And it's to honor her brother. And it's in honor of her brother, Jared Harper. So I believe that is June 26th at the Old Bar. So if you're in Lubbock, go check it out. Help those out, and it goes to a good cause. But we talked about that. We talked about other things. It was great. It was a great time, great conversation. I really enjoyed it, and I'm sure you guys will too. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Subscribe to the YouTube. It's free. And it's really easy to do. If you have an email account, all you gotta do is hit that button. And if you want, subscribe to the Patreon, please. And I hope you guys enjoy this one. Thank you. We'll see you guys next time.
Funny.
Are you good? Everybody good?
Yeah. Feel good? Yeah.
Alrighty, we're here. Let's get it started.
Awesome.
So I was trying to avoid talking conversation earlier, so I just want to say sorry, because I like to just start like fresh once the cameras are rolling. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
That's why you were like asking me shit. I was kind of just not really answering.
Okay.
Because I just I don't want to ask you too much, because I like asking it fresh, like again, just being raw and organic while we're recording.
Awesome. Okay, that makes sense.
So let's talk about, what's this called?
It's called Harperfest.
Harperfest.
Yeah, Harper. It's a music event that was put together in memory of my brother Jared Harper that passed last year. He was really well known around Lubbock and other surrounding areas, but he was a bartender at local bar and Bar PM.
Okay.
Yeah, and so he brought a lot of people together, and there was a committee that formed after he passed that wanted to put together an event in his memory that helped contribute not only to that, but to bringing people together, celebrating his life, and then using whatever, comes from that to help someone else in the service industry, because he was really big on service industry family, all the bartenders, servers, people, restaurant workers, bar people. Yeah, he just had a strong connection with all those people. And so we kind of want to give back to someone within that community.
Did you start that, or did they?
Dude, I had nothing to do with it.
Oh,
it was
no?
Crazy. Yeah. Dusty Cook from the local Nobodies here in Lubbock. It's actually his brainchild. He approached me one day and was like, hey, what do you think about putting together some sort of music event in memory of Jared and, trying to get something going? And I was like, that sounds awesome. That was really cool to be asked. And then out of nowhere, a week later, he put together a whole committee of people that were close to him, that wanted to all come together and make it happen too. And so I just say, hey, that sounds cool. And then I help with marketing and stuff. That's my role. But honestly, it's so crazy. How many people just formed and wanted me to be part of it. I was super cool.
And it was a lot of that committee, the people in the service industry, or are they different? Just different?
It's different. Dusty, he is a musician, and then Randy Brackett, she's been in my life for probably over a decade, and she was in the service industry for a long time, bartended and everything, and then now she's a mom and does big girl stuff or whatever, but she still has always been in around in the bar scene and stuff. And
that's June 26th.
26th. It's on a Sunday. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So where's it going to be at? What's going on there?
It's at O Bar on 34th Street in Lone Star.
It's right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Gonna have it there. And there's
anybody playing that
Yeah.
Who's on? Can you tell us who's playing?
I can tell you. Let me get the lineup real quick.
That'd be cool. We'll go out there.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I'm really excited for it, and how many people, musicians too, that were yeah, I'll be part of it. They're dedicating their time and music to this event, and that means so much. It's really cool.
Oh, do you want a water? I have a cold one right here.
She's parched. She needs to hydrate.
No, I had bronchitis like last week, so I'm just
jeez.
recovering. So I'm gonna be choking the whole podcast probably.
Just the gag sounds like.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on mute.
Yeah, have you done anything to like not have bronchitis anymore, or just
Yeah, I took
mute.
Yeah, I went to the doctor. Oh shit. I went to the doctor, got antibiotics. They gave me cough medicine, and then I've been taking just cough medicine as well, and drinking like hot tea and shit.
Nice.
Yeah,
And smoking.
that's just yeah.
All right, yo, so do you have the lineup? You can tell us the
To
lineup.
heal it, right? It makes
Just-
it more tolerable.
Yeah, make you stronger.
And then running.
There you go.
Yeah.
Exercise, all that.
So
You'll heal soon.
That seems like a lot of people right there.
Yeah, there's a lot. Sparky's Garden. They're gonna be playing Alma Quartet, Mike's Project, Dave Martinez, Jalen Earl and Colby Reeves. Spivey is gonna be there. Danny Sadra, Matt and Jake Take Hollywood. They're hilarious. Both of them. Local Nobodies, Shane Rogers Band. I'm going to do a little 30-minute set, acoustic
Nice.
set, and then Labor 12. And then at 11 o'clock, we're just going to have like a O-bar kind of open jam kind of thing. Since there's going to be so many musicians there, why not? Like, yeah, and see what happens. It'll be, you know.
Is that like you're playing like inside
Mhm.
in that little area? I haven't been there in a long time. I didn't know if you were like playing outside or something.
We're trying to ideally get 2 stages going.
Okay.
So one for like comedy and then one for music. And then, I mean, kind of rotating, you know, like there's also a big comedy like community in Lubbock that a lot of people don't know about. And there are like so many incredibly talented, funny fucking people in this town. And they're also wanting to be part of it too. And so like in between sets, you'll get some stand-up comedy, which will be fun.
Do you go out to like comedy shows?
Whenever I see them, yeah, I went to one at Two Docs recently. That was like pretty cool. And like, hopefully there's gonna be more soon. Laugh Hub City,
Yeah.
those people are great.
Last time I talked to, what was his name? He's a comedian here, and he was like, it was last year, and he was like, they'll start doing comedy again when everything's at 100%, which I guess that was a while back now. And that's why now I've moved these podcasts to the earlier in the week, because I want to start going out and seeing, especially the comedy scene. I'm a big fan of like huge comedy, not like local. I guess I should be supporting the local guys, and I just haven't. I usually do these at the end of the week, so that's when they're doing them. So now I'm free to do it, and I want to check it out and see see who's really funny, man.
For sure. I'll keep you in the loop on some of that because, there was one at Raider Axe Gallery. It used to be called Bad Axe Raider not too long ago, but it's like an axe throwing place. Have you ever heard of that place?
No, I haven't. I've seen you do that. Where is that at?
That sounds cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's-
tell us about that.
It's downtown, like right over kind of by the Luco where they have the art trail. It's freaking awesome. Like you walk in and there's a bunch of art and stuff like all over the place.
Dude, we need to go
and,
to that.
like
Yeah.
people, they let other like little artists and stuff sell stuff in there, like different kinds of weird jewelry, like kind of Meow Wolf type stuff.
Oh, really?
Is what's in there? Yeah, it's really cool. And I mean, they've got all kinds of shit. And then you sign your waiver and you go into this big room and there's just fucking weapons all over the walls. Like, oh, it's no guns, all knives, all axes, China
That was
stars, Batman stars.
Oh, just you can throw more than just an axe.
dude, yeah, like it's so.
You would be in heaven.
Yeah,
You got to do it with Isaiah.
it's
Yeah.
so cool. Like,
How much is that?
What was it like? $30 for an hour or something.
Oh my God, we're gonna
Yeah,
be
let's
there
go.
when Isaiah gets back. Shit, before that,
Yeah.
probably.
Dude, that shit'll wear you out real fast. That's a workout, but it's fun, and it's BYOB too.
Is it easy to actually hit a target with an axe?
Not really.
No.
I mean, once you figure it out though, like it probably took me like 15 times to like get it to stick, and then once it sticks, it's like, now you're like addicted because you're like, all right, you did that, so and you can just keep trying and stuff.
You want to scoot that mic a little closer to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Okay,
there
cool.
you go.
Awesome. Yeah, and you can switch out like all the weapons if you get tired of throwing one axe. Like they're really good about they
Holy
teach
shit.
you how to do it. Like they, the people that host it too whenever you're there, they're really cool. Like and I don't know, they show you different ways to throw the weapons and stuff so you're not just like going in blind like, okay, what the fuck?
I think I know the answer to this question. And it seems like can you drink, or is there any alcohol allowed? Or
Oh yeah, it's BYOB.
yes.
It's BYOB.
Oh, that's fine.
And no, but dude, that makes it better. Like, you can bring as much alcohol for like way cheaper than you could if you had to purchase drinks there. And it's cool. Like, I don't know, what did we take, like a 12-pack of ultras in there one time? It was just me and my boyfriend, and they didn't care. Yeah, we plowed through a good amount. If they see you getting drunk or whatever, you don't get to throw stuff anymore, though. Just kind of common
I guess we'll go there sober.
Kind of common sense.
We'll just go there sober
Show up sober for sure.
and just start drinking.
Yep.
Let's go.
Damn, I didn't even know that was here.
It is cool.
That
And
sounds
they,
so cool.
See, people, there's a lot. There's shit to do here, man.
yes, there is. Like, and they're open all the time. They do parties. Like, I had my stepdaughter's 16th birthday party there, and they were so cool about it. Like, let you rent it out for, I think I got it from like 10 or no.
A birthday party?
A birthday party. Yeah, for
Why
kids.
didn't I think of that?
And they have a stage too. So they have comedy in there sometimes. They've had other musicians in there.
Can you fix that for me?
And
Yes.
like, it's real intimate too. Like, on the other side of the cages, there's like a bunch of open space with tables where you can go sit and chill and listen to music or comedy. Or
So what's this called again? Sorry.
Raiders Axe Gallery.
Huh. I'm
Yeah.
gonna hit them up, see if they can come on here.
Yeah, you should. They're funny as fuck. They're
Damn.
great. They're just great people. But yeah, and then they have a rage cage where you can go in and you put on like this, what's the white paint suit? It looks like a hazmat suit, basically. You get in it and they give you goggles and protection gloves and all that stuff. And you get to like pick weapons off the wall and smash a bunch of shit. Like,
Some good therapy right there,
They
huh?
get TVs donated and you can go bust up a TV with a sledgehammer. And I don't know like what that says about me, but that shit is therapeutic.
Seems
as
fun.
Fuck. It's therapeutic as fuck. Yeah, it's great.
You have to work this weekend, don't you?
Y'all gotta go.
I'm going.
Y'all hit
I
me
don't
up
know.
when you go.
Don't
I'll
go
too.
without me. I want to go.
We should go. We should all go. Throw shit.
Definitely get
Yeah.
drunk. Oh, that's one of my favorite things to do. So what, like, this festival? I want to talk about that a little bit more.
Sure.
It's raising money.
Mhm.
For what is that money going to?
So, in the beginning, we knew that we wanted to turn it into like a way to give back. And so we kind of tossed around ideas about what to do with that. And we landed on turning our organization into a nonprofit and then creating a grant. And so we've named it the harperfest Unity Grant. But basically what we're hoping to do with that, with the help of other practitioners and stuff, is find a way to provide like it's basically about supporting mental health.
Okay.
Thing like a lot of people just don't talk about, but it's so normal. But then people have like, sorry, tangent, but it's supporting the mental health of people in the service industry. So like one individual like that, wants to like needs that financial cushion to go and do this stuff and like make their life better and their mental health better. Like we want to give that back to like one specific person. And so we're still working out the kinks of like how do we find that person and like how they approach us or whatever. So it's still very new. It's the first year. So figuring that out, but yeah, it's going to go toward that. And we're working toward getting some like, mental health practitioners in, whether it be like for counseling and stuff, like, because honestly, like service industry people, we make good money, but we don't have insurance. So like, it's all like, not everybody. I don't speak for everybody, but most of us.
You work at, where are you working at?
I work at Jazz.
I forgot. Sorry, I forgot.
Jazz.
You just told me.
Jazz, not Jags, which I get asked every time I say Jazz, and they're like, Jags? I'm like, no, Jazz.
So
On my team.
how long have you been in the service industry?
Fucking time. I'm like,
There you go, guys.
yep, dude. It's happened to me, and like all of us will tell you that that's a weird question, but it happens all the time. Anyways, service industry. I started when I was 16, and I'm now 27, so 11 years.
Jeez.
Mhm.
And for the most part, has it always been like a positive? Like you've loved it?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, I've worked places where, it could be stressful or difficult a few times, but it has its ups and downs. You got to deal with people all the time.
I don't think we've never,
So,
we've never like talked to somebody who does that.
yeah.
So I was, especially as a woman, like no I imagine that's even more difficult.
You know,
And around drunk people
Yeah.
at that.
it could be, but I don't know. I think you just have to have a good head about it and stuff. You know, you got to really know how to talk to people and understand like where they're coming from, because you meet new people every single day, whether you're waiting on them, like waiting on their table, or bartending. Like, I work right next to Covenant Hospital on 19th Street, so there's so many times when people walk over from the hospital, like from that, you know, ER or wherever. So like, I hear all kinds of stuff all the time.
Dang.
All the time. You're like a bar. It's like I give you a beer and free therapy.
Do they come over in the morning and from the night shift and get drunk in the mornings? My friend said he used to do that.
Really?
Yeah, he worked that night in the EMS.
That's funny.
And they would be drunk at like 10 o'clock. And people would look at him all funny, but he's like, that's our...
Bro, that's their day.
Yeah, it's their day.
Their hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen any of that yet.
How long you been there?
I went back there in July of last year. Yeah, I worked there like a year right after I got out of high school and before I moved to Austin for a little while. And then, yeah, I moved back and then COVID happened and I got to go work back at Jazz. But I love it though. It's awesome. I love the people I work with. They're all so cool. My boss is freaking amazing. So that's why I've been able to stay there so long. I just really like it.
Were you able to like maintain hours throughout COVID for the most part?
I didn't start waiting there. I guess like things were, you know, pretty much like business as casual there when I started. It was like 50% capacity though, so you know.
Yeah, you said July
whatever.
of last year.
But
Was opening.
it wasn't so bad, honestly. Like it just kind of was what it was, and like Jazz was able to stay open during COVID and do to-go stuff, and they thrived. And it was, I don't know. I mean, it was still rough. It wasn't near what it was before, but yeah, it definitely could have been worse. I think like Jazz was really blessed in that way for sure during that time.
Have y'all bounced everything good now? Is it back to normal, would you say?
We're busy as
Busy?
shit all the time. Yeah. I mean, summers can be slow sometimes because all the college students aren't here, but for the most part, we stay busy. Like, we have a lot of regulars that come in very often, too. So,
You said that's like Cajun food?
mm-hmm. Yeah, I
You
like
that?
I like any food, honestly.
all food and every food.
Yeah.
Dude, it's good.
I don't know if I've had like legitimate like Cajun food, but like I mean, I've been to like Razoo's.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Well, I think Jazz is like a lot better than Razoo's.
Oh, I bet that's just like the closest of like
For sure.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to do? Bartend or like do tables or what do you call it?
Serve.
Serve, yeah.
I like bartending.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I like making the drinks and getting to talk to people like face to face and actually have like, because you know the people that sit at your bar.
Yeah.
You're like, you can actually, you know, check up on them, have conversations, just bullshit all day.
I think that would be fun to do, like, if I like ever like move out of here, you know, like I think it would be cool to like just like bartend like in a big city for a little bit,
Yeah,
as like
dude.
like a side job or something, you know.
You should try it sometime if you ever get a chance to and you get to learn how to do it, because it's like, I think it's a very underrated skill, because you can literally, if you learn how to do it and you get good at it, you can travel anywhere in the world, like pretty much, or at least within this country. I'm not sure about, you know, how easy it would be in other countries, but, and like you have something you could do and make money, and like, you know, that you'd get your shit covered and you'd be eating. So like, if you can learn that, hit me up after this. We'll talk if you want to bartend, dude.
Just try it. That'd be fun.
Dude, it's fun. It's
I just want to do it one
fun.
time.
Yeah,
I want a YouTube video one time of me bartending.
It's fun. I love it.
I don't know. I feel like it'd be too many voices would fuck with me.
Yeah, you definitely gain selective hearing for sure.
We should do a video of us just being bartenders for a day.
Yeah, set up a whole bar in here.
Oh, I was gonna say I know a few bar owners. I was
They
gonna
let
be
us
like,
like work for like a few hours.
I just don't know if we could. Well, I'm not. Whatever. Yeah, I don't know if we could. I don't know. It'd be fun. Do you like, you know, we're talking about mental health and all that. Do you think like in a way that your clients, the people that are there kind of like use you as a way to like get shit out? You know what I mean? Especially from the clinic and all that.
Mm-hmm. I think so, for sure. Like, yeah,
Because
definitely.
so a lot of people don't have, like, one thing I've learned is like a lot of people don't have people to listen listen to them.
Yeah.
And you're right, like therapy and all that shit's expensive as fuck. I thought about going, I was like, fuck that.
Yeah.
And I'm lucky enough to afford it, and it's still expensive. I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, man. It's a serious thing. It definitely needs to be more affordable. I think there needs to be more.
BetterHelp.com, you guys come sponsor the podcast.
Yeah.
I've heard about that. A lot of sponsors, a lot of podcasters use it. It's like an online service.
That's okay. I'm going to check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
They can sponsor this if they want.
You heard that, BetterHelp.com?
I think that's what it's called. Shit. I'll let you know for certain.
Post at the end.
But yeah, I could see, like, especially like a lot of people just go and drink and like just want to be around people, friends. Like, I guess you can kind of build a family around a bar almost, right?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Like, I mean, one of my regulars, shout out to Bubba.
Regulars. I said clients.
Hey, that's the same thing. They're your clients. You are like at least a quarter therapist while you're there, at least, if not more. But like one of my regulars, he's been coming in for like 20 plus years now, and like he's the most faithful customer we have, I guarantee you. But he like wandered into Jazz one day out of the back alley and went through the wrong door and ended up there, and he has not left since.
Nice.
I see him maybe 3 or 4 times a week. Like, you really get to know people like on a personal level and care about them, and know what's going on in their life and vice versa or whatever. It's cool.
Yeah, we need to go check that place out too.
Yes.
There's 2 things we need to
Jazz and axe throwing.
Axe throwing, man. All in one day.
Yeah.
Y'all's day is planned. It's gonna be epic.
Do you make Chiltons?
I do make Chiltons. Yeah.
Because Jen hasn't had any good luck with the Chilton makers out here in Lubbock, Texas.
Lately, they've been so bad.
Oh no.
Well, I won't name names. I'm just saying they're just not good.
Ooh. I use fresh squeezed lemons. I can't stand a bad
that
Chilton.
really is the key, because I hate that ghetto shit of like fucking pulling out the little like plastic like lemon and just like
gross.
And it's like, God, and it's like it tastes bitter and old and not fresh and not refreshing.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on it.
Thank you.
I cannot stand the artificial lemon. Like if I order one, I'll ask them if they use fresh squeezed lemons.
There's a difference.
And then
there's
well, you just start asking that.
Yeah, do it. And
I'm
then
gonna be that snob. I'm gonna be like, do you have freshly squeezed lemons?
yeah, because
Fuck it.
Then
I love it.
dude, do it. That way you're not setting yourself up
No, I
for
will.
disappointment
I
at
love
all.
That for me. I
Yeah.
love in particular. Okay.
Faux show. Hey, you're paying for it.
Yeah, exactly. What's the worst thing that can happen? They say no.
Right.
But I think like this is like the place where this drink originated, and you haven't had. Have you had a good one in recent memory when we've been drinking? Never.
Well, not one that was like, oh my gosh. No, you know what? I had one at Kong's, and it was.
Did you used to work
really
at
good.
Kong's?
I did used to work at Kong's, yes.
What were you doing? Like on Wednesday nights or?
Bartending. I picked it up for a side gig.
Okay, maybe that's where you look familiar from. Was it like
Probably.
years ago?
It was like I guess so, because COVID got me fucked up on my time. But I guess 2 years ago.
Okay.
Dang, where'd that year go? What the
Yeah,
hell?
that's what I was like. Damn.
Yeah, that happened for all of us.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I loved it. It was fun there. Yeah.
I bet that's a different. That's like a club thing.
Boom, boom, boom. Like your body's just shaking the whole time from all the subs in there. But you got a good one at Kong's.
Yeah,
Well,
and I don't know, like
Maybe it was her who made it.
this was like
This is if it was
a
recently.
month and a half ago or something.
Oh.
I don't know. It was recently, but like
That wind feels good, but it's gonna blow my curtains.
it
Fuck
feels
it.
good. It's hot in here.
I
It
know.
was
I need to get fucking AC in here. It's enough's enough. I'm getting an AC.
I'm like actually like sweating.
Sorry, I'm getting an AC very soon. That's fucking enough. But what were you saying? Sorry.
Oh no, it was just like a really sweet Chilton. I thought it was a margarita, and I had to like double check, and they're like, no, it's a Chilton. And I was like,
You just made it good.
mhm.
Heck yeah.
What are some other drinks you like to make?
I love making Mexican candy shots.
What is that?
It is, some people make it differently, but it's tequila, watermelon pucker, and orange juice, and then a little bit of Tabasco and tahini on the rim. Man, those are good. Those are fun to make for me. I don't know why, because you get to do this thing with Tabasco. Blah, blah, blah. But
Oh, so you're doing all that crazy stuff, and
I-
like
I used to be so shy bartending, but I've got to the point where like I try to be real fluid in what I do, especially when there's people just watching you. It's like I don't want to look like all awkward. Like,
but like at this point, is it almost like muscle memory?
Yeah.
Kind of like it's
yeah, just grabbing and flipping and grabbing your bar key and flipping it around and putting it. I don't know. It's fun. I like to have
You gotta
my
have some
hands
fun.
moving. Yes, always. Yeah, I like Mexican candies. I like to make. I have made like a twist on it that I call a jalapeno, and it's like tahini and Tabasco sauce, and then cucumber vodka, triple sec, and lemonade. And it's like it tastes.
that's good.
It's spicy. It's kind of like refreshing, and it has that little spice too. So I like to make
That
that.
Cajun feel.
Yeah,
Dang. It's making me want to drink, but I'm not drinking today.
Topo Chico.
Yeah, I went on a bender this past weekend, so I need to chill. I was faded last night at the Tech baseball game. I shouldn't have got that drunk. I just remember going home and I looked at my story. I'm like,
I watched your story on Snap, and your voice was like, it was like, I don't know if it squeaked or if like it like just cracked or something, and I was like, oh, he's drunk.
Yeah, so if you see me out there last night, I apologize. And if you messaged me yesterday, I apologize because,
But was it a good game?
oh, it was great.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fuck
Fine.
California. That's all I gotta say. Fuck those motherfuckers. But you're also a musician.
Yes.
Is that like, if you had to pick one thing to do, would that be it?
Yes. 1,000%. Yes.
How long, what do you play guitar?
I do. I play a few instruments. I mostly sing. And that's my biggest passion. That's the only reason why I play instruments, so I can sing with it. But guitar, and I teach guitar and voice too. That's what I do. Not on the side. I guess I could say on the side right now, but that's going to be my main thing is teaching. Performing is fun and I love to do it, but teaching is awesome. Like, I don't know, since I started doing that, like it's so fulfilling. And so I feel like at some point I may not be bartending anymore, but that probably won't ever happen. I'm probably going to do it for the rest of my life, to be honest. But I would rather be a music teacher, I think. Yeah, all the way.
How long have you been doing that?
Teaching or just music in general?
Well, it's music.
Music. For like as long as I can remember.
You were like in a band, weren't you?
Yeah. I was in Glass Cannon. We were Lubbock based band, and then I've played around Austin. I've done my solo stuff. I was in a band when I was in high school that we would get together every Friday and practice, and we played one gig, solid gig, classic
Nice.
rock covers, and some Linkin Park.
Nice.
Random as hell. And then, yeah, I don't know. I've been doing music since I was a kid. My dad was a musician, and so I mean, some of my biggest memories with him were like helping him set up his stage and carry speakers and set the mic stand up and watch him
shit.
play and stuff. So
That's cool.
Yeah. So I just picked it up from him.
And now what made you want to do teaching? Like, is that always something been in your head, or?
I've always wanted to actually do like, teach, but do like music therapy, like kind of combine it.
Oh, okay.
And I got a job offer when I was 18. I was working at Jazz at that time too, from a studio here in Lubbock to teach guitar. And I mean, I played, and studio owner, her name's Lindsay Boring, her and her husband Will Boring, it was their space, and it was called Triple Threat Studios. And so they had like there was 2 guitar teachers, two vocal teachers, and I think maybe 3 vocal teachers. I mean, they were really doing a lot of stuff, and they asked me to come and teach guitar because their guitar teacher was moving away, got another job opportunity, and just asked me to teach. And I had never done it before. I was like, really? I mean, I just got out of high school like a month ago. Y'all want me to teach? She was like, yep, I think you can do it.
Nice.
It's like, wow, okay, cool. And she believed in me enough to teach and have all these students. And I just started doing that and just kind of developing lessons and stuff for them. And, I had a lot of guitar experience. I started learning at 11, and then I started teaching at 18. So I was like, well, I mean, I just did it little by little, and it was cool. I love my students too. And now they're all old because it's like 10 years ago. So
Damn.
weird. It's cool.
They're grown ups now.
It's cool. Yeah, they are.
Shout out to them if they're listening. If they
Yeah.
listen to this one.
Any of my old students. Yeah.
That's so cool.
So what do you like teaching now? What do you do?
I teach guitar and voice right now. And so, I mean, I'm developing my own guitar curriculum and I really just try to teach the students. I teach from ages 7 to 18. But now I have an 18-year-old who just graduated high school, and I told her, you get grandfathered in. So I don't care how old you get. Like, I'll keep teaching you.
Nice.
But, so I just kind of adjust it to like where they're at in their age and like, you know, just kind of break it down, and you get to know your students and like what kind of music they like, how they learn, you know, kind of figure out how to keep their attention. And, you know, some of the, I just fumbled over my words. Sorry. Some of my students are like progressing really fast lately. Like as of like this last month, it's been really cool. But yeah, I just kind of get my lessons together just based on the student and what they need and kind of go with that. And then voice, yeah, I started teaching voice for the first time this year. I didn't teach voice before, so yeah, been taking courses.
I'm gonna have to take that class. I need to work on my voice.
If you can talk, you can sing. A lot of people think that just because, I don't know, they think they can't sing doesn't mean that they'll never be able to do it. Like you can learn how to sing. You can learn how to sing good too. Anybody that can talk can sing. I swear by that. And if
There you go, people.
I said what I said.
I guess a lot of people are to think that they can never sing or some shit like that. You always hear it.
Yeah, I always hear that, and I'm like, no, you could do it if you wanted to. You just gotta want to do it.
That's with anything, I guess. If you want to fucking do it, you'll do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can for sure.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What is like? I'm just interested in like, because I've always wanted to take guitar lessons.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you teaching them? Like music theory, like basic chords.
Yeah, I teach all of that. You know, basic music theory, chords, strumming, different styles. You know, like, and now this summer I want to move into like looking at different cultures of like where I like it, like guitar history too.
That's cool.
And stuff like, you know, like I have a big picture of Van Halen, and I have a big picture of Stevie Ray Vaughan. I know. Rest in peace.
I just listened to David Lee Roth and Joe Rogan actually.
Nice, dude. Yeah.
Thursday.
I have those in my studio, and my students are always like, "Who's that?" And then I just go on this whole tangent with them. But no, I like to show them the history of stuff, music history, music as far as therapeutic use, like, you know, things you can do to calm your mind down. Like you can do like different things with your fingers, with notes, like just things that keep you calm, like just small exercises. So it's almost like meditative, you know, to where it like doesn't put a lot of pressure on you. Don't have to be like,
so that's
really
where like the therapy you were talking about.
Yeah.
When you integrate that shit.
Yes, definitely.
I say like that shit.
That's my
like,
shit.
I
Yeah.
always throw that word out, but like that word sometimes is not necessary for me to use. I'm like that shit, but it's like that's just what I say. So I don't mean it.
Hey, it's my shit. Nah.
I don't know if you're familiar with Lubbock Con.
Lubbock Con, like Comic Con? I've never been, but I've heard cool things.
They're coming on the podcast at the request that I don't drink, which will be easy, and I don't cuss. So that's gonna be a. I'm just gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna do on that one. So I'm gonna be.
You can say sheet.
It's gonna be Jen talking the whole time. It's gonna be fucking. See, like it just comes out of my work. So I'm gonna try to practice that.
It's kind of both of us though.
I don't know.
You curse more.
Oh, every word is just F this and shit. I'm like, oh shit. But you know, music's amazing. I wasn't listening to today. We were talking about music is like the only thing that opens up every part of your brain or some shit like that. It's wild.
So
like
cool.
Like
Nice.
Speaking on like, I guess like guitar history, like, okay, so like how you're talking about like just like different cultures and shit like that. At the Texas Tech Museum, I don't know if you ever went to it, for like a few months. They had the history of guitars.
Oh, cool.
And they had like...
Did they have Fleming?
Oh, I don't fucking know. They had like 50 or 60 something guitars on display.
Nice.
And they were like, some of them were like ancient ass like instruments. Others were from like just different cultures. Others were like really like well-known ones.
Well, because I was actually listening to a podcast today, and it was a black man talking about how a black man actually invented the guitar. His last name was Fleming in like 1885.
Oh wow.
So, and like a lot of museums don't have that in their museum that he invented the fucking guitar.
I don't know. Yeah, it was just like
I'm gonna
so
look
much
that up.
Look it up.
information. But it was so cool. It was just, and it was just like so pretty. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's like-
that sounds like heaven to me.
Yeah,
Like I'd be just taken.
it was just like so much to look at.
Mm-hmm. Dang.
Would you ever go to like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
I would go.
I would love to do that.
I would love to go. That would be awesome. That'd be sick.
Would you ever do something like that here? Like a Lubbock? Dude, because I didn't even know how many, like, literally, like, if, I don't know if you have time or not, but like this last podcast I actually just dropped today, and this one with this guy named Bradley, they were talking about like all roads lead to Lubbock when it comes to music. It is the fucking weirdest thing I've ever, like, there's so much history behind music, especially like rock, behind like the Beatles being inspired by Buddy Holly. Like
Dude,
they
that's
absolutely
nuts.
like worship Buddy Holly, and like the Crickets.
Yeah.
Or is it Lubbock
Yeah.
band? That's why they're the Beatles.
Yeah, he's the one who told us that.
Yeah, it's fucking like, it's just fucking weird, like how all these people like just all used to come here, and then they fucking went off and did their own thing. Like, I'm just getting back, like there's just like so
We're
much
like a
shit.
muse.
There's like so much shit here that like people don't understand about Lubbock, and I never like get why people don't like.
Well, like it has like
Aware of
it has
that.
like rich history.
Yeah, and like I don't
deep
understand like
roots,
why
you
people
know?
like don't talk about that. Like especially
Yeah.
people who were born here and go off and do other things. Like why aren't they like proud of that? You know what
And
I
I
mean?
feel like,
Yeah.
well, I also feel just like most of like Lubbock's history, like people like really focus on like, I don't know, like agriculture and like shit like that. you know?
Sorry.
Yeah, but it's just like they don't like focus on like history, like I guess like Texas culture history, like American culture history, like in Lubbock. You know, like I feel like that has like we're finding out it has like so much impact, and it's got like deeper roots here. It's just cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
All roads lead to Lubbock, people.
I need more conversations like that because there's so much about it I don't even know. Like, and I have lived here for a long time, so
Were you born here?
I wasn't. I was born in Ohio, but I lived here most of my life. I grew up here.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's like everybody's story I'm talking about. They weren't born here, but they lived here
Mm-hmm.
and got like did what they needed to do, and then they fucking left.
Yeah.
And then there's like no history of it, or no talking about that history.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Lubbock's a cool place. I think it has a lot of hidden gems and a lot of really smart, talented people that are doing a lot of really cool shit right now. You
what I'm
are
saying.
included in that.
I'm trying to be. I'm
Hey.
trying.
He is. He's
I like.
modest.
I like to hear people talk about it and open up my eyes and open up the audience eyes a little bit more too.
Yeah.
I think that's my role in this.
Mhm.
And I was gonna ask you, what's some other cool things to do here? Like the axe throwing thing. I had no idea. Like that's fucking crazy.
Fuck yeah. Other cool things.
What do you like to do?
Oh man, I'm weird. Some things I can't really talk about on here, you know, like they're not appropriate. Just kidding. But no, I like to go roller skating at the roof.
Oh yeah, you like to do that.
Yeah. I am not a good roller skater, but I have skates and knee pads and wrist pads and fucking elbow pads because I'm old. My stepkids make fun of me all the time for wearing all those pads too when I skate. It's funny.
You wear a helmet.
No, I don't wear a helmet. The
What
one
the
thing I
hell?
should protect more than anything, because I'm already looking all dumb anyways.
Exactly. So why not put a helmet on?
Right. I should just put the helmet on.
Weren't you out there getting drunk and doing that?
I had one tall boy.
I'm just saying. Then you add on alcohol, you fucking protect your head, man.
Yeah.
Don't call me out like that. But you're right. Hey.
Hey, you know an actual fact I heard today
What?
that all mental health that really comes out, like 80% of it is from like an injury to your brain.
Oh, shit.
So there you go. All
Well-
like these people who had been diagnosed with like serious mental health issues,
Mm-hmm.
like 80% of them had brain head injuries. So wear a fucking helmet.
Okay. I'll wear one.
There you go.
Jeez.
Everybody listening should wear a helmet when you're doing.
We should just all wear helmets all the time.
If you're fucking around drinking, listen to me, I sound like an old man right now.
Yeah, you
But-
should have just put a helmet on.
But do you like go to skate parks and shit and rollerblade, or just
No.
out the roof?
At the roof, I don't want to go where there's people because like I said, I am not good at it, but I just enjoy being out there and being able to see the view, because you can see.
Oh, you go to the very top?
Yeah, the very top, and like there may be like both times or 3 times I've gone, there's no one up there, so it's pretty cool, and you can see if someone's coming. So you got to be safe, keep your head on a swivel, don't be dumb. But you can see the whole Texas Tech football stadium, and like so far around Lubbock up there, it's so cool. Like
the whole flatness of Lubbock, huh?
The whole flatness, yeah, you can see so much.
So you just ride around like sort of just do whatever.
Just put music on, get my groove on.
Nice.
Try not to fall.
I've seen some like a lot of women actually. I don't think I've ever seen men do it. Like go like skate parks and do some crazy shit, man.
Dude, yeah. I follow some accounts on Instagram with like these women that are badass, like doing these crazy tricks, and I'm just like, how do you practice that without fucking...
I follow one girl on Instagram. Her name is Metal as Fuck.
Is she
and
from,
she's in Austin.
Austin?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and like she picked it up like during quarantine, and now she's like this like...
I think that's when I seen a lot of people doing it. Is quarantine.
Yeah.
And she just like practiced, and now like that's like her workout. So she like goes skating every single day.
Nice.
And she like always like posts videos. It just like looks so fun.
Yeah.
I just want to try
It's
it.
fun.
See how fucking hard it actually is to drop down like a ramp on skates.
Yeah.
It doesn't look easy.
I have not gotten that far.
Wear a helmet.
Yeah.
Oh,
back
hell
to
yeah, doing
back
that
to
shit.
that. Wear a helmet.
Yeah, please be responsible, children. I don't want to be the reason you hit your head and get all fucked up.
Mm-mm.
You gotta protect this, man.
Mhm.
It's so fragile. It's crazy. What are we at right now? I gotta go pee.
You're at 42.
All right, you know what to do. Mute me, by the way. I'll be right back.
This is the part of the podcast where I'm supposed to fill in the silence.
Nice.
I think I have to pee more when I drink water.
So, besides like bartending, like have you like done anything else like as like an occupation, or like this is just like you've always just kind of like been like a server?
I was a nanny in Austin for 2 years.
How was that?
It was fun.
Do you get like attached to the kids? Because I have a friend who was a nanny like
yeah.
in Houston, and like she loved those kids,
Yeah, you do. Definitely. I had the
Did you ever
same
have like
kid.
badass ones?
Like, yes, I loved the kid I nannied for 2 years. Like he was so cool, and I had him from 6 months to like 2.5 ish.
Oh.
And yeah, it was cool. Like I did a live-in situation, and had housing and a stipend or whatever. It was like a different part of the house, and it was pretty cool. I liked nannying. I've done I was an engagement assistant in Austin for like a dementia place, and just did all of their activities with all these elderly people that were like all really sweet, and I got attached to all them too.
I feel like that would like be heartbreaking.
Oh yeah, it was kind of sad, but there were a lot of fun, funny moments too.
Like I do hair or whatever, and it's like I have like all like my cool ass clients or whatever.
Yeah,
but like the ones that, like I bond with, like they're like my little like old people.
Yes.
Like my regulars that come for like just like their great touch ups. Like I have one lady, shout out Frances, she should not watch this podcast. She's old. But she's my regular. She's been coming to me since I was like 19 or 20, like barely like starting to do hair.
Oh, nice.
And she comes to me every 4 weeks, like clockwork. I do all of, like, she's got family from like El Paso, and they'll come down and get their hair done, and like I do like the whole family now.
That's cool.
But like I love like speaking just to like older people.
Yeah.
Like especially just like when they're like elderly, like they just have like big stories, and like just I don't know, like they have like just like so many like just life stories, and I love talking to people like that versus others. But
definitely. They have a lot of wisdom to offer, that's for sure.
But it's like I do get attached, and so it's just like I've had like a few like pass away, and it's sad, you know. Oh no, we're talking about like because she said that she used to work at this. Oh, the sound got better.
Is that what happened?
I literally just like elbowed the table, and it like
nice.
I can hear myself now, actually. Oh. There you go. What were you saying? Sorry.
Oh no, she was saying, because I asked her just kind of like job wise, like what else she's like done. So she's been a nanny, and she said that she also worked at this. Was it like a retirement home for like dementia patients?
It was a assisted living, for dementia and Alzheimer's patients in Austin.
And so I asked her like, was it hard to like, because like I would get attached, you know, because just like I had like, I was telling her like I have like my cool clients, like shout out cool clients, but like I like the ones like I get like I bond with and like build like relationships with and like friendships with are like my older clients, you know, that are like my every 3 to 5 week clients that come see me like clockwork, you know.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because like they come to you for years, you know, but it's like you meet their kids, you meet their grandkids, you meet their husbands, you know, and then they remember your birthday and they bring you, you know, it's just, and like you give each other Christmas gifts and shit like that, you know, and it's just like, but I've had a few pass away and I get so like fucking sad about it because like they become like your fucking
like your little
temporary
family.
grandparents or like your little like, you know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's wild.
Yeah. Dude, hairdressers, y'all are in the service industry too.
Yeah.
Maybe in a different way, but for sure.
Yes. So it's like when you're talking about like how like you're like therapists, like I feel that, you know, because it's like I just like deal with people. It's like we're like on a one-on-one basis, and like some services they go on longer, and it's just like you just kind of have to talk because if not, it's gonna be like a long ass, you know, appointment, you know. So, but it's like it's crazy because just like I'll just like start like chopping it up like simple, you know, like what do you do? Like, do you have kids? You know, shit like that, and before you know it, they're on this long tangent about whatever their like life situation they're going through, and it's just okay. No, I'm in it with you now, you know. And so, and you just kind of just have to like give them advice, and you go through breakups, you go through divorces, you go through miscarriages, you go through parents dying, losses, jobs being lost, and you just kind of just have to like just take it in and listen to them and just reassure them, like
definitely.
You know, and it's just, but you think about them, you know?
Yeah,
so.
Definitely.
That made me just think about the lady who cuts my hair. She's been cutting my hair for 10 years. And we see each other maybe twice a year. And every time we see each other, maybe fucking once, it's we bounce off the conversation that we had last time every fucking like 6 to 8 months. And it's always about movies. I just thought about that. Like, yeah, you just like, you form weird relationships with different people who like are in your life at different times. It's crazy.
Like, I can relate to that, like with like my brow girl, shout out Liz, like I see her like once every other month or whatever, and like we'll talk about whatever, and then the next time it's like, hey, what were you saying about that one time, and we just continue the conversation and then see you in 6 weeks and we pick up again, you know. So
that's cool.
I feel how it's like a rolling conversation over time. It's
interesting being that. So you worked with dementia patients and all that? That's crazy because I was actually the mental health thing that I just said. I was listening to a podcast about this woman whose dad had Alzheimer's or dementia and he died from it, and it was throwing out all these facts about it. And my granny was diagnosed with it, but she didn't die from it, but she did, and that fucking scares the shit out of me, man. I don't fucking. What if I get that shit, dude? I don't want to lose my goddamn mind. That's the most terrifying thing. To me, anyway. It's like if you live that long, then you fucking don't even know who you are.
That's what my dad's mom like passed from. It was sad. It was just like sad. She like just like forgot everybody. It was sad.
Yeah, my grandfather, my daddy, he passed from it. So that was why I was like kind of. I guess that's why I had an interest in it, because it's kind of a weird job to want to have when you've never done something like that before, I guess. But I don't know. I only did it for like 6 months. The hours were like 2 or 3 hours here, 2 or 3. You know, it was very part time. But yeah, and then I started like a social media business online and kind of realized how draining, honestly. Like, I'm sorry to say it, but like, shout out to all the people that are like able to like dedicate their time and like, you know, the stuff that the caregivers go through too. I really feel for them. My grandma was a nurse too, so like. Yeah, they hear it all too. We're all just kind of in this together. All just a bunch of pirates on a pirate ship.
They need to be paid more. Shout out to all y'all.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Jesus. I was gonna ask you. I don't know how much you want to like reveal about your personal life. Do your stepchildren? How long have they been your stepchildren?
So I'm not married, but you know, I'm in like a pretty committed relationship.
Okay, I was wondering that too, because you said your boyfriend and
no, I mean, I call them my step kiddos.
I'm just wondering I just was gonna, but this was leading to another question.
Yeah. I mean, I met them and fell in love with them before I started dating my man now. So I mean, I don't know. I've kind of started calling them that like maybe 6 months in or something. I love them, you know.
No,
They're my own kids.
I was wondering because I was gonna ask you, how did that, like, being that mom figure change your life?
Oh,
Like,
man.
what did you sort of learn from doing that, especially since they were older?
Mm-hmm. Man, that's such a cool question.
And you're kind of younger.
Yes.
You're close in age to them.
I know. I'm 28, and no, they are 15 and 16. I mean, I don't know. It's been like I work with kids all the time, and
Oh, that's right.
so it's like, I don't know. It's in my nature to like have that caregiving. Like, I've always been like a really kind of nurturing person, and I've always wanted to have kids, but I've never really wanted to have kids. And like, I want kids, but you don't want to have kids. You don't ever have to deal with that. But
Thank
I just,
God.
you know, like, it just, I don't know. It just came really easy. It changed my life a lot, like in the sense that like I feel really connected and like able to. I don't like. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm a stepmom. More like it takes like a whole village to raise kids. You know, they got their mama and then her boyfriend, and like everybody's just kind of co-parenting and
Are you all cool with each other?
team. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, no, it's cool. I like it. It's, I don't know.
Have they ever, like, asked you to buy them anything illegal that they couldn't consume?
No,
No.
they know better than
No.
that. They know better than that. I'll buy them hot Cheetos all day long, but that's what they always want: hot Cheetos. Teenage girls and their hot Cheetos.
Oh, they're girls?
Mhm.
Oh, okay. That's a little different because boys might have been asking that question over girls, I would think. Anyways, that's just my mind thinking out loud. Sorry. But have you pushed, like, music on them? Or shown any interest in music with them?
They've shown a little bit of interest. Like, I play in front of them. They've come and seen me play, and I mean, I've told them, like, if y'all want to learn, tell me. Like, especially this summer now that we have more time, you know, why not learn an instrument? I've got all of them over here, and you know, Janet, she's 16. She sings. She won't really sing in front of people right now, but I hear her singing all the time, and I'm like, dang, girl, you need to sing. And then Ashley, she just loves to cook a bunch of stuff. She's a cook.
Nice.
So she'll make anything in the kitchen. She loves to like cook with me and stuff, which is another thing I love to do. I love to cook food. But I don't know. I want to present it to them a little bit more, but I don't ever want to push it on anybody, you know?
I guess that was the wrong word to use.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, I wouldn't want to push it too much, you know? Like make them feel like they have to do it or whatever. But I don't know. I want to encourage Janet to sing for sure. And then Ashley cooking and dancing. She dances all the time. I'm like, you need to be a dancer. All those TikTok dances and stuff.
Man, you can monetize that quick. That's what I was thinking about. Like, you could just record yourself and fucking put it out there.
Yeah.
What do you like to cook? Anything in, like, any like particular type of food, or you just cook?
I don't know. I love to cook a lot of things. I've been kind of focused more on like healthy food lately. I mean, aside from cooking Hot Pockets in the air fryer, but like, I don't know. I love to cook fish. I like to grill a lot of veggies, just a lot of good food, you know. Made sliders the other day.
I've been thinking about investing in an air fryer.
Dude, you should.
Thinking about it.
You should. If you don't have one, you should. Everybody.
But I love fried food.
Y'all get it, and it's like, it's so simple. Like, you can put a whole frozen ass chicken in there and cook it in like 20 minutes. Frozen.
But fried chicken's so good.
Yeah, I know.
That's one of my favorite things to make.
Oh, fried chicken. My meemaw makes some badass fried chicken. I need to learn.
I think they've been doing construction in this kitchen right here, and I think this week it'll be open for the first time in 2 months. Man, I can't wait to get back to cooking.
Yeah, dude.
I fucking love it.
Heck yeah. What do you like to cook?
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken?
Parmesan. I love tikka masala.
Yes.
And then after, like, when I can't think of things to cook, those are my go-tos. But like, I'll literally just look up dinner idea on Google, and I'll just scroll and I'll find something.
Yeah.
And if it seems reasonably like affordable,
Yeah.
I'll fucking buy the ingredients and try it. I think that's really fun.
Yes.
I was doing that a lot before this. Like, that was helping me out a lot. Just like just the whole trying new things. Like I never was like that, and then I fucking would just. But the thing about cooking, and especially for your family, is if you fuck up, then they're gonna be mad at you. They're mad, and and I feel bad. I've never felt bad, until I did that. I'm like, damn.
Oh man, dude, it happens.
That sucks.
What did you fuck up?
Just certain shit, like like this.
Like, is it like a certain like dish?
This chicken stuff, bacon shit. I don't fuck. It sucked. And I was so sad. Like this chicken was dry. That one sticks with me, but
It haunts you.
yeah, I don't know. It's me. Where's your favorite place to eat other than where you work at?
Other than Jazz,
Yeah.
which, I ain't just promoting Jazz, but I have eaten everything on the menu, and I still eat there at least once or twice a week.
Do you serve gator?
We don't. That's one thing I wish we did. I wish we served gator and crab legs. But I like Silk's Eats. Silk, he's a like small business owner that has a kitchen in Bash Rip Rocks on Main Street. And he does some bomb ass crab boils with like sausage and shrimp and corn and stuff, and they're huge. And like he does them up real good. I love crab, seafood. What is a favorite place of mine? I love the Office's food on 50th and Frankfurt.
Oh, you like bar food, huh?
I like bar food. No, I do. Italian Garden.
Did you work there?
The Office. From time to time, I'll pick up a bar shift
Shout
over
out
there.
to the owner. What the hell's his name?
Orlando and Jerome.
Oh, they got new owners?
Mm-hmm.
No. I knew the older owner. We
Yeah.
used to cut his lawn.
Nice.
Fuck, what was his name? He had a really nice dog, man. That poor dog didn't get enough love. I know it.
Oh.
He was a lab. Hold on, I'm gonna let these idiot dogs bark. Speaking of barking. Something's going on.
Damn.
I wonder if those are my dogs. But yeah, so you fuck around with like bar food, huh?
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, dude.
Do you ever go to Flips? You like?
I love Flips. They're gourmet hot dogs. Oh my god, yeah. I love Flips food. Yeah, I like that. That's my shit. Fancy food, I guess. I don't know. I like Funky Doors food a lot. They got some interesting stuff over there. I don't know, man.
Isn't that where
I just like trendy
Brendan Mauricio said he likes to go? The dude from Headhunters for
Yes.
brunch.
Yeah.
He said he wanted to go to brunch with us, and he never took me
I
up on
still
that.
want to go to brunch. Yeah.
You ever do like brunch? You ever get drunk?
I like brunch. I love breakfast food. Breakfast
Jesus
food is like
Christ.
my favorite. I love Breakfast House. Breakfast
Ooh,
House is good.
I do like that.
Breakfast House always slaps. Chu Chai, y'all like Thai food?
I had it. Okay, I've had Chu Chai like 3 different times.
Mm-hmm.
The first time, I don't know what I got, but it was great. And the other 2 times, I've tried to like order something that like looked like it, and it was really bad.
Was that by Tech?
Dang.
It was really spicy. I couldn't eat it.
Oh, because it was so hot. Dang, yeah. That sucks. Yeah, it's off like 19th.
It's near
and
Breakfast
University.
House, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
really close.
No, I've never had that. I do like Asian food. I've never had like Thai food, I don't think.
It's good. Yeah, if you like curry.
I like cooking that, by the way. That's
Thai,
fun.
or
Just like any sort of like Asian cuisine.
food. Yeah.
I saw this thing called fried milk. Jesus Christ, I want to try it. It's like a Chinese thing.
Fried milk.
Yeah.
Oh,
What is it?
shit.
It's like milk and like condensed milk and you fry it. Like somehow you can make it in this little like Jello almost, and you just you cut it up and then you put it in a fryer and throw some like cinnamon and sugar and shit. It looks fucking good as fuck. And I'm not a fan of dairy that much, and it
Yeah.
looked good as fuck.
Sounds like gravy, like sweet gravy or something.
Something like that.
Sweet
It
gravy.
kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Speaking of milk, I don't know if you saw this. I'm not proud of it, but since we're being honest, I'll show you this.
Well, I hope you've been honest this whole time.
Since we're being honest, and we're talking about milk, I tried a
Uh-oh.
Rumple milk last night.
What's
The things that my friends make me try.
Is
or
that
make me do-
alcohol and milk?
That's Rumple mints and milk.
Ooh,
And you know
it's
what
like
they- Yeah, dude. I took a Lactaid before that too. I was like, man, I'm really reevaluating all my life decisions right now trying this shit. It wasn't bad, but I couldn't drink it. But they were ordering whiskey milks. That's apparently like one of my friends, his grandfather.
what the fuck is wrong with
used,
people?
no shit. His grandfather used to drink it all the time, like every night. And so he got
Oh,
told
that just
and he
sounds
was
like an
curious.
old man thing.
I know, and I was like,
That sounds
dude,
awful.
the people at Gators gotta hate me and my friends right now because of making those drinks
Whiskey
last night.
milk.
They were like, "Are you
That sounds
fucking
awful.
serious?" I mean, you got Colorado Bulldogs and stuff that have milk,
That is,
so and that's vodka milk and Kahlua.
Or isn't it? Aren't like white? What's in a
Oh,
white Russian?
Russians? Yeah,
it's like for like
That shit's so nasty.
it's for like coffee, isn't it?
Mm-mm.
No,
no, it's milk.
oh, I learned the hard
it's
way.
Like a signature
Yeah.
drink from the Big Lebowski.
Oh yeah,
Yep. Yeah,
I learned
Yeah.
the hard way that alcohol and like dairy don't mix very
No.
well.
they don't, dude.
Not in my stomach. It was horrible. I was drunk as fuck, and I was eating some cereal.
Mm-mm.
Worst mistake in my life. You want to hear a fucking gross old man milk story? My
Sure.
mom's stepdad, I call him Big G. Just older men. Like my boss says, he likes to drink a glass of milk before he goes to sleep. Older men, they like milk. So this motherfucker, he drinks his milk, and one day he's eating a hot dog, like a cold hot dog wrapped in bread. He's eating it, and this son of a bitch fucking dips it in his fucking milk and eats it. And he had no shame. He had no shame. Like it was me and him.
Oh, what?
I was chilling. I was young. I was like, I'm like 10, and I'm just staring at him like, did you really just do that in front of me? Like I couldn't, at 10 years old, I couldn't comprehend what the fuck I had just seen. Like it was the grossest thing I'd ever seen in my life.
Dude,
Like
no.
nothing, just, and then probably there's like little floaties of bread and shit, and he just drinks it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nuh-uh.
that's old men for you, man.
That-
Jesus.
yeah. Man,
It's such an ugly visual in my
That's
head.
gross.
Yeah, it's as ugly as you probably think it is. Just like a little bit overweight old Mexican man. Sitting on his recliner.
I'm literally thinking about just like the hot dog hitting the milk and like the dripping and the.
So he's like
and
this.
like the little like.
I'm just in shock that actually happened. That's crazy.
Wow, the detail.
I feel like that was a sin.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel
there you
like,
go, ladies. Shout out to Big G. Love you, Doc.
yeah, I feel like we have to try this now.
No.
I'm just kidding.
You speak for yourself. Huh?
I'm just kidding. The last time I said, "Oh, I feel like I should try that," I ended up drinking Rumplemints and milk.
I really think that might have been where I stopped drinking milk. Now I think about it, I think that's
Yeah.
where my like for dairy was right there. I'm like, oh,
Ooh.
God. Ugh.
Mm-mm.
But not even, I wouldn't fucking, I couldn't drink liquor and milk, man. What the hell? A whiskey milk?
Yeah.
I'm still thinking about that one too.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What happens if somebody orders like a drink that you don't know? Do you just go like, do you tell them you don't know, or do you like try and make it?
I said, "Let me figure out if I can make that for you," and then I Googled that shit. Google is my best friend because there's so many drinks. Like, I've gotten requests for things before that I was like, okay, whatever. And sometimes if I don't know how to make it, like I'll just ask them, like, "Do you know what's in it?" What did this guy ordered a Doc Holiday from me one time, and I was like,
I've heard that.
I have no
You know what
idea.
that is?
No, I just think it sounds cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like an old fashioned, but it has lemon zest in it, and you're supposed to like zest this lemon into it. And so whiskey and, cherry and lemon instead of orange, I guess. He wrote it down on a napkin for me, on a bar napkin, gave me the recipe, and I was like, okay. And so I did it for him, and I didn't have a zester, so I'm like using my knife to just kind of shave off this lemon in there.
How
And
do
I
you
was
have
like,
a zester it?
well, we do now, because that guy came back 2 days later, and he brought me a zester. He bought one.
Oh, shout out
for
to
me.
him.
Dude, yeah, he straight up bought me a
I love
zester
it.
and said, "Hey, here you go." And I was like, "All right, cool. I'm gonna make it like way better next time you come in." But yeah, I thought
I
that
like
was pretty
watching
cool.
like mixologists. I think that's what they call themselves
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
To create this one guy. He creates like historic drinks.
Nice.
It's wild. Like he like brewed this like beer. Like it was like a winter beer. Like it was ginger beer. Why did I fucking?
Okay.
But like the real way to make it.
Huh.
It was weird, and he made like Coca-Cola the real way, as about as close as you could get it when they first started making it.
Interesting. With
Yeah.
cocaine.
No, yeah, he said he went through like some hurdles to get as close to cocaine as he could,
Yeah. Whoa.
which is wild.
Yeah, that's
it was
wild.
pretty cool.
And that's kind of why they call it coke. Cokes.
Would you, if somebody gave you one, would you try it? Like an old one from like that had cocaine in it still, like it.
I feel like it might make me sick. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll try it.
I don't think it'd be good.
Yeah, I'll just fuck it.
What if you got hooked?
I don't think I would.
You would need a time machine.
Well, I think they still have some. I've seen some. I don't know if it'd be any good for you.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I have to ask this as we wind this one down. When did you first, like, because I don't want to, like, define, this doesn't define you, and I hope this question doesn't come off as saying it defines you. But when did you start doing the...
Oh, the eye dots?
Because, like, I think people started doing it because of you, if we're being completely honest. Like, I've heard of other people say they did it because you did it.
What?
Or because they seen
That's
they seen
cool.
you.
How
This was in the
cool.
past. This
That's
was
so
in the past.
iconic of you.
That's cool.
This was in the past. Yeah.
I hope so. I started doing that like back in 2017. Like every day, I get up and when I get ready, I put them on. And so I don't know. I did it for a few days and then I just kind of really I felt different with them. I don't know.
What made you do it? Just is there any reason?
I really liked. I used to be into like old mime, like cartoons and like weird mime theater shit. I was a very strange kid, but I really liked that like makeup, and I can't remember what exactly drove me to do it, but you know, I just tried it out one day, and then I don't know. I noticed that like people were asking me if I did it so people would look at my eyes, and I was like, well, you know, actually, I'm like a nerd, but like eye contact and is correlated with oxytocin release in your brain. And that's a neurotransmitter that is like it's like a love molecule, basically. So it's like what, you know, a baby receives when they're first born and they like lay their head on their mother's chest and stuff. It's like, you know, different things can release this into your brain. And so I had this whole weird, I don't know, theory that like if I kept doing that, like people would look at my eyes more, and like that I could, I don't know, like I like that as a focal point. Like I like when people, you know, in some countries it's disrespectful though. Like people don't look each other in the eyes.
Really?
And like yeah. In some countries it's disrespectful. I learned that too, and I was like, damn, that sucks. Because I don't know, I feel like you really connect with people when you look them in the eyes and you're having a conversation or whatever. So I like that aspect, especially with me being a bartender or whatever too. But I don't know. And then I got to a point where like I would put them on each day, and like I like say affirmations like in the morning when I get up or whatever for like whatever I'm going through or whatever I want to bring into my life that day. I try to like be intentional and like think about it, and you know, I'll put like I'll say what they are and put them on my face. And I guess part of my teaching too is like the mindfulness part, like trying to be mindful and like really have some control or somewhat control over your mind and your emotions, and like meditating and regulating that. And I do that with my students too. We meditate every day
Oh, nice.
for 5 to 10 minutes. Yeah, so I got them meditating too. But yeah, I don't know. I just started putting intentions into my eyes, and then I realized like it would bring my thoughts back. Like if I went to the bathroom or whatever and I saw myself in the mirror, you know, fix my hair or whatever, that I noticed that like by seeing that was like a point for my mind to come back to what I had thought earlier. So like reinforcing. This is a whole nerdy tangent. You just asked me why I put fucking dots on my face.
I wanted to know.
This is why. And so now
I'm sure some other people want to know too.
Yeah.
This makes them more iconic.
Yeah, so I put intentions into them, and then when I see my eye dots later, it just brings my thoughts back. And so that kind of helps you like program the subconscious layer of your mind, the one that's like just sitting beneath the surface. Like you've got your conscious and unconscious, and then there's your subconscious. And so, I don't know, I got really into like rewiring my own thoughts and like, you know, doing inner work and whatever, and, you know, just, I don't know, trying to bring more stuff in and thinking positive things and certain things. I don't know. That's why I put fucking dots on my face.
No,
so
I love that because
Yeah, I do too.
like I love beauty. I love aesthetics. Like I love just kind of just aesthetics as far as just like branding of like a person's personality. And like makeup is like it's so powerful in that same sense, you know, not necessarily like as like a confidence booster, but it's almost like you're branding yourself. Like you are like a walking business card, or like you are like a billboard of like who the fuck you are, you know. So that's really cool. Like I love that.
Thanks.
That's so fucking sick. Like I just love makeup in that same sense, you know, because it's just like it's like some of like my favorite like makeup artists, or like, you know, just kind of like just just icons in like the beauty industry. They have, you know, just like very like bold statement looks like that, you know, and it's subtle things, but it's bold. I think it's cool.
There you go, people. For all you fuckers out there wondering.
I love that.
So I got to find a way to condense that into like 10 seconds. People ask me that and I'm like, you really want to know?
Nah, just tell them to go watch this episode.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, here's a link, bro.
There you go. Well, do you have any? I always like to ask if people have any advice for younger people. But now I want to ask you. Do you have any advice for people in the service industry who are kind of like who are struggling mentally?
I mean, yeah. I mean, taking care of your health, like, you know, is a big deal. Taking care of yourself and like committing to doing that every day and doing things like outside of your job that are fulfilling outside of that too. Because I think a lot of people can get lost in the job and then the hustle and the struggle or whatever and work. And I think you just have to have a good work-life balance. And, you know,
Definitely. That's what I'm learning right now.
yeah, work-life balance is huge. And I mean, financial planning, like looking into that and getting really educated on stuff like that like, you know, being able to tuck away the money that we make. And, you know, it's like getting a good financial advisor or like doing research, reading books, taking time to do that stuff. Like, I feel like that all goes hand in hand with keeping your mental health in check. Because, you know, like you're not stressing over money if you're learning and you're taking steps to do it. Like, it puts power in your hands and it's empowering yourself to like build and, you know, use your money to go do good shit or travel or whatever the fuck you want to do. And I think that would be my advice for mental health. It's like all goes hand in hand.
There you go, people. Where can they follow you at if you want them to know your?
You can follow me at Holly Harper Music on Instagram, or if you want to follow my teaching page, it's Mindful Music LBK. So
I know some people with daughters. You guys
hey,
put them in music.
Do it.
Put them in music, man. I think that'd be cool.
It's
Or
so
anybody,
good.
actually, any kid, right?
Any kid, any
Yeah.
adult too. I'm gonna start teaching adults soon. Adults need it too.
No excuses, people. If you want to do it, just fucking do it.
Just fucking do it.
Harperfest,
Yes.
June 26th.
June 26th.
Do you have to pay to get in?
I will have that information shortly. I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe there will be a.
And that's a
cover charge.
Sunday at O
Sunday.
Bar.
Yeah. It starts in the afternoon. Goes
See you there,
through
people.
See
You
you
better
there.
go. You got anything else to say, Jen?
Nope, not really. Thank you for having me on a Monday.
Yeah.
It's hot.
Yeah, this week's gonna suck. But oh well, people. Subscribe, please. It's so easy for you to do it, and it'll change my life. SnakePitRidersnakeroy.com. Those pictures we took pictures for our merch this weekend. Those will be out very soon, probably when this episode comes out. So go check them out, people. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening. Harperfest, June 26, 2021. There you go. Hope you guys enjoy. Thank you. Subscribe.